Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very second episode of the Two Dudes, One Shared Brain Cell podcast. So, today we're going to be talking about laws that are just insane, that should never be enforced, and makes you wonder why they have ever come up in the first place. So, my co-host Cash has the very first law that he'd like to share with you.
Alright, to start off, we will be going over it is illegal to pay with too many coins in Canada.
So this one is one of the not so weird ones. Okay, so how many coins is like too much?
I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't blame him. Like, imagine being a cashier and some dude hands you $50 worth of coins. You're not going to want to count that. You're just going to, okay, I believe you.
Yeah, Mr. Beast is gonna get banned because you know he does all those videos about like buying cars full of coins. He's gonna get destroyed in Canada, dude. All right, so next one.
Alright, next we have this one I feel like is the Chinese government messing up with their religion, but it is illegal to reincarnate without permission from the government in China.
Okay. So you can't like, oh man, looks like I've died. Oh man, I didn't get permission from my government. Looks like I'm not reincarnating. Where do they expect you to go? All right, I've got the next one, and now we're getting to a little bit of the weirder side of things. So in Samoa, you're not allowed to forget your wife's birthday, which honestly, I think that's a pretty cool law. You're making sure that all husbands around the world aren't getting in trouble, which honestly, Samoa, respectable.
Kind of sucks how I am very difficult with remembering people's birthdays, so if I live there, I gotta get that stuff down.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be a problem with people like if you can't remember someone's name, you aren't remembering their birthday. So it's, well, I mean, it is your spouse, though, so it's like, oh, well, and I like how it's only wives, too, so it's not like, the wives are just free, but the husbands are, just have to get this down, or they're going to freaking jail. Well, probably not jail, but getting fined for, forgetting their wife's birthday.
Yeah, that does kind of sound really silly.
Alright, I've got the next one again, and it's in Scotland. If someone knocks on your door and asks to go to the bathroom, you have to let them go to the bathroom. There's no negotiation, can't you just go next door or something like that, I'm doing something. You have to let them in. And what happens, when you're already in the bathroom? So it's do you have to, let them in with you? No.
I don't want to think about that, but, I wonder if that has actually led to any murders.
Oh yeah, can I come in your house? I need to go to the bathroom. Yeah, sure, whatever. And then he's just like, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Dead.
That or robberies.
Well, yeah, probably robberies is a little bit more common than just being like, oh, I need to use your bathroom. Knife. Ba-doo.
Buddy, I don't want to alarm you, but knives don't make pow pow noise.
What knives are you using? Because I make the ones that when you hit somebody, they just explode. What's the next one?
It is illegal to wrestle a bear in South Africa.
I think this one's a little bit normal. It makes you think, what brought on this law? Who wrestled a bear for the government over there just to be like, okay, guys, we gotta make this a law. Who went over and wrestled a bear just to trigger this law? But I think it is a safe one. You're not allowed to wrestle a bear. What intoxicated high man went over and saw a bear and was just like, alright, man, get the baby the bam bam with the fight.
Do you think they have illegal bear wrestling clubs?
That may have been what triggered it. That kind of scares me. I don't want to. I don't like that. fight, and it's just two bears just huddling together, not even doing anything? Or is it a human and a bear? Like, what is your fantasy about these weird clubs?
I was thinking it's some dude against a grizzly bear.
Just like trying to punch him in the face while the grizzly bear just didn't do anything and is now being brought into this weird ring where other people are just chanting around him. That's a okay, what's the next one?
Canadian radio stations must play Canadian artists.
Man, what if I wanted to hear Despacito on my radio? Why can't I hear Despacito?
The perfect cure. Send all the BTS stans to Canada.
All right, you can just go to Canada. Well, actually, I mean, there's still Spotify and crap. Darn you, Spotify.
I wonder if Canadian music is actually good. I might have to listen to any later.
It's probably just like all the rap is just about being super nice.
Stereotypes, you gotta love them.
Yeah. All right. Next is my turn, and it is against the law not to walk your dog at least 3 times a day in Turin, Italy. I mean, honestly, giving your dog a life of luxury, I'm not against it. I'm like, if I did live there and all of a sudden I had to walk my dog 3 times a day,
Oh no.
don't think I would have a dog, honestly. I don't feel like doing that.
Oh no. I just had a horrible thought. What if you're disabled?
Well, they probably make exceptions, Cash. It's a stupid law. Most people probably forget about it, and no one cares. So, I'm guessing that...
Wait. How do they enforce it? Do they keep like public tracks on people? Like, oh, mate, you didn't walk your dog 3 times. And I saw you only take him out twice. Like, other officers and cameras like everywhere, monitoring everyone. Only for to enforce that law.
This isn't Italy. Why'd you say oi, mate? Anyway, what's the next one?
Do not wear your Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland. For some reason, they decided to outright ban Winnie the Pooh. So, yeah, if you like Winnie the Pooh, yeah, good luck, man.
If you have, like, a wife or a child who's just unbelievably into Winnie the Pooh for some reason, send them to where again?
Poland.
Just, alright, well, man... Turns out I have an entire closet of Winnie the Pooh shirts. Can't wear them. That's a really specific thing. What riot went on where they were just all wearing Winnie the Pooh t-shirts?
It's not revealed, but do you think like the airport security specifically checks for that? Like you touch down and then like all the airport or whatever is checking your bags. Like, do you have any Winnie the Pooh t-shirts in here?
Sorry, sir, you can't be here. You got a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt. But sir, I really like Winnie the Pooh. No. Out. Leave now. Alright. What's the next one?
Okay, the next one I have is it is illegal to drive a dirty car in Russia.
I mean, honestly, you want to keep your country clean? Go right ahead. I mean, car washes, at least in America, don't cost that much. It's like 8 or 9 quarters, which ends up being like $2. So, I mean, you're all good, but I don't think it's something that should be enforced. Like, was everybody just having like really dirty cars all the time? Like, what happened to make this stupid law be about?
Yeah, I don't really know the deal about it. It's just I don't really necessarily know why they'd want to enforce it. Driving down the freeway and like, oh, that guy has a dirty car. Let me call the police and like, sir, this man has a dirty car and like I will be there on the scene.
Oh, this man, he has a dirty car. Get him out of my sights now. I got the next one. And of course, it is against the law to have a sleeping donkey in your bathtub after 7 p.m. Of course, like you You can't just have sleeping donkeys in your bathtubs at 7 p.m. What? Who did that? And what catastrophic incident happened where they made a whole law? They passed a whole law. It came through the government and everyone agreed not to let a sleeping donkey in your bathtub after 7 p.m. What happened?
This is getting out of hand. We should make a law about it to stop it. I don't know why, but people are putting sleeping donkeys in their bathtub at 7 p.m. We gotta do something about it.
They're just... It's so stupid. Little callback to the last episode. In Florida, of course, it is illegal to fart in a public place after 6 p.m. on Thursdays. Another extremely specific one. Just like in Florida, of course, you can't fart after 6 p.m. in a public place. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be as weird if it wasn't specifically on Thursdays. What did Thursday do to you, where everyone was just eating some freaking beans? The magical fruit, bro. What's the next one?
I knew I should have those Taco Bell. Okay, the next one I have is it is illegal to build a sandcastle in Spain. And yes, this does apply to children and adults. I don't know why they don't like sandcastles, but they have enforced it. I think the fine is around like 1,500, in which I am American, so I don't know what currency and how much that is. But yeah, you can get fined for building a sandcastle in Spain.
Okay, so they just don't want people to have fun, is the thing. No, I'm just kidding. But that, I mean, in my epic sandcastle building experiences, of which I've had a lot of, there's no harm in that. Like, unless you build some kind of, like, whopping mile-long freaking sandcastle, it's not gonna harm anybody or block anybody from playing on the beach, so I don't understand why this is a law. And, like, specifically castles, too, not, like, sand mounds or, like, digging sand holes or anything, just like, well, sorry, you're building a castle, but that kid over there just dug a giant hole. Kid, you made a castle. This is against the law. You're gonna get fined 1,500 now. Like, no. What's the next one?
All right, the next one I have is in Nevada. You have to close your gate, or you will be fined.
You have to close your gate? I mean, they're just protecting people from getting robbed. That one, okay, but like, isn't that super obvious though? Like, if you're having like a party, say, like all the guests are there, you know what? Actually, there's no good example for this. There's no good example to be like, you should leave your gate open. Anyway, like, what's the point? What's the point of like just leaving your? There's no good example to say that you should just keep your gate open for long periods of time.
Well, still, it's just kind of weird to find someone over something small like that.
Yeah, like, who's even gonna notice that? Like, what person's just gonna be like, oh man, gotta call the police, they gotta get fined for that one. I could break in at any moment. Okay.
They're just driving by, making sure everyone's gate's closed.
They're just patrolling all the neighborhoods, just... suspect opened gate. He's not shutting it. Move. Milan in Italy states that it is a legal requirement to smile at all times, except at funerals or hospitals. Okay, wouldn't that hurt though? Like a lot?
Oh, wait, crematoriums ain't on the list.
Shut up. So you're supposed to smile at a place which a lot of people hate, your workspace. You're supposed to smile, like just getting a cup of coffee in the morning. Like, are you? Do they even enforce this? Okay, I understand trying to make your place very happy. I can understand that, but isn't it just gonna get less happy if you force them to be happy? Why don't you just make your place happy and not have it be enforced to be happy?
Hey, with the whole COVID thing going around, you know what I just noticed? The mask covering it up. But, like, okay, actually, what I was first going on about to say, though, like, the whole, like, how do they enforce it? Like, that guy isn't smiling. Better go alert the authorities.
Yeah, like, who's gonna alert a police officer after someone being, like, depressed? Like, what if... Okay, actually, you know what? I know what the masks are for. The masks are to add a layer of suspense to the cops pulling him off. And being like, aha, you're not smiling, stupid. Gotta get you now. You're under arrest, punk. 13 years prison at least.
Is that the actual sentence for not smiling?
I have no idea what the sentence is. It's your freaking law, bro. Anyway. Oh, wait, no, it's my law. I just realized that. Australia's second most populated state says it's illegal to change a light bulb unless you are a licensed electrician. It's not hard to change a light bulb. I could change a light bulb right now if I wanted to. Like, uh-oh, it's burnt out. Just, hey, Dad, can you hand me a light bulb? It's not hard at all. It's so easy. I don't understand what the point of, like, trying to make a law... Okay, how many people were getting electrocuted by changing light bulbs? Like, it's... You screw it in. You unscrew the old one, and you screw in the new one. How many people get electrocuted per year, like, without any electricians? And imagine how much money you would have to spend to, like, call an electrician each and every time a light bulb burns out. I know that I'm never gonna turn on my lights. Like, jeez, seriously. Anyway, what's the next one?
This one's a bit random. You cannot die without a pre-purchased burial plot in a part of France. Yes, if you collapse and you haven't purchased a burial plot, apparently you're gonna get in some trouble with the law. I don't know how it works, but you wanna get in trouble.
Okay, so first of all, what if you have like a horrific accident, you die really young, and you just so happen to live in France? You just so happen to live in France, and you die in a bad accident, and you just your family gets fined because you didn't pre-purchase a burial plot because you didn't think you were gonna die that young. Jeez, that's just like such a bad law. Who comes up with these? Like that one, there's no situation where it's like, oh, well, we need to make this a law. No, there's no situation for that. But like, you can't die without. Jeez, dude.
Too many people are dying without, with their burial spots. Better make a law.
Yeah, like, that's a ploy for, like, funeral homes and stuff, just to be like, alright, we can make some big bucks off this one. Sell those cemeteries now. Make it a law. Bombard the government to try and get this one. We're gonna get so much money. Alright, well, I got the next one, and it is, if you own any chickens in Quitman, Georgia, it is illegal to let them cross the road. I guess that joke was way too widespread, and in Quitman, they were just like, oh, man, like, you can't. Don't you even dare make a joke about that. I'm gonna fine you. This is a law. I'm gonna fine you.
Someone says like, why did the chicken cross the road joke, and like literally just the line, why did the chicken cross the road, and all the authorities and civilians are just going to stare him with a death stare.
Like, what did you just say? Did you just say the no joke? We're gonna destroy you. Get your pitchforks and torches, guys. Let's go raid his house.
Do you think there are actually illegal jokes?
Obviously, in Quitman, Georgia, there is definitely an illegal joke that you can make. I don't know if there's any other ones, but seriously, that's so dumb. Anyway, the next one, Parliament's famous Salmon Act of 1986 states that it's illegal to hold salmon under suspicious circumstances. There's a problem with that. There's an obvious one. Like, oh man, these guys are doing some really suspicious salmon dealing. Gotta arrest them and fine them. Well, I don't know if it's arrest or fine with most of these, but these are all so dumb, and it really makes you wonder what brought these about. Okay, now, since I only have one more, I'm gonna say the last one. Men must wear Speedos in French beaches. What prompted that? Like, no regular swimsuits, like swim trunks or anything like that? Just the rest of your body is just completely uncovered while you're chilling with a Speedo. That's... why? France. Like, why do you have to buy... Don't move to France. You have to buy a burial plot, and you have to wear a Speedo. So, please, for your sake and everyone else's, don't wear a Speedo and move to France.
Okay, I'll take it from here. It is illegal to chew gum in Singapore.
Okay, this candy's just banned? Did people just keep spitting it on the sidewalk or something? It's not that much of an annoyance, like sticking it to the bottom of desks or anything. It's really not that bad of a candy, and it tastes good. It gets your breath minty fresh if you get the good old spearmint, if you know what I'm talking about.
Not sponsored.
Dude, we have 3 people have seen this.
16?
16? Why have 16 people watched this? That's freaking weird. Anyway.
But that's good.
Why? This is our... whatever. You can't chew gum. You can't... some places are just so strict that they ban a specific type of candy. A good candy, too. That... Alright, you got any more?
Yes. This one, I don't know why, but it is illegal to fly a kite in Victoria, Australia.
You can't... What's with places and banning fun things? Flying a kite, catching that wind, finally, running around with it. Who strangled somebody with a kite and ruined everyone else's fun? Jeez. That just sucks. I don't... oh man, I got this new kite, and then, you can't fly kites here, man. And... it's so dumb. You think that they forgot about this law, and, in Walmart, you'll find kites?
It is Australia, which is Florida's cousin. So...
yeah, coming up, there might be an episode on weird Australia man stories. There is... Australia is definitely the brother of Florida, the older, weirder brother. And it's... we don't know, they might be worse. We haven't checked it out yet, but maybe new upcoming episode. Alright, you got any more?
It is illegal to kill Bigfoot in British Columbia.
You can't kill Bigfoot? That's if it even exists. Jeez.
Yeah, this was around when it first became popular, the whole Bigfoot hunting, the sightings, everyone was out for it. I suppose Britain decided to pass a law like, hey, no, don't kill it.
Okay, like, well, I can understand like when it was first popular, because like a lot of people believed that it was real, and there was a huge uproar and popularity with the whole Bigfoot thing. So I can understand like, but why haven't they repealed this law yet? Like, who believes in Bigfoot now? Like, less than half of the people that did before. It's weird, dude.
Yeah, I was probably about to say that there might be still some people, like, I know that there's like Netflix shows and all that about finding Bigfoot, all that.
And they all don't find Bigfoot. Surprising. But also, speaking of Netflix shows, not Netflix shows specifically, but there's a whole lot of like new documentaries coming out and stuff ever since like the Pentagon released it, like, oh, aliens are real, guys. Ever since they did that, like, there's been a huge amount of documentaries and like shows coming out about aliens being real, and every single time I see an ad on YouTube of it, I'm like, oh, maybe this is interesting. So I watch through about half of it, and I'm not saying it's dumb. You're spending money on a show, you're spending a lot of money, and to try and make some more, but aliens don't exist, guys. Please, if a child has to tell you this, you got a problem. Jeez.
Oh, but they could.
No, they couldn't.
Oh, but they could.
How could aliens exist? Dude,
The galaxy is infinite.
I don't know, but
We have found no limit.
I don't care. There's not aliens. There's no aliens. It's just stars out there, and Jupiter and Neptune and Ohio.
You do know that people have found planets outside of our solar system, so there are.
Yeah, I know that there's more planets outside of our solar system, like XEAO2. Wait, I didn't mean to say Elon Musk's child's name.
He has ascended to the state of a planet. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's yeah. Did you actually name him after a planet? That's actually interesting, because it is kind of like the planet names.
No, I was just saying, like, as a joke, like that. Yeah, he ascended to become a planet.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so I think that's one of the last ones.
I do in fact have an honorable mention. You can't turn off your phone's camera sound in South Korea. Me personally, I hate that little sound when you take a phone, like, all that. Now, alongside, we do have a funny story.
Oh, yes, we do have a funny story. He really wants me to tell this, and I hate this. So, here's a funny story. This is the first time I've ever told anybody the full story about what happened on this treacherous freaking day. Okay, so it was a nice day. My parents and some of my sisters had left, and they had gone to do something. I can't remember, but I was watching the remaining sisters, and they were in bed sleeping. So I was just walking around, and I was on the phone with Cash. This is before I have a flip phone now. This was before, when I had a cool Apple iPhone 6 Epic Pro, bro. And I was on the phone with Cash. We were talking about stuff, and I thought it'd be a really funny joke to just put it in the microwave. I didn't know what would happen. I don't know what ran through my head. You can't put a spoon in the microwave, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put my phone in it.
And since I was on the line, I didn't know he actually microwaved it, because what happened was, I was on the line, and I heard the microwave start buzzing, and then it ends. And I thought he just held his phone outside. And then I tried calling him back. He doesn't respond, like, oh, okay, maybe he's still joking.
But he didn't mess up anything with the phone, but it did, I guess, deteriorate our microwave a little bit. So that was a bit of a problem. But we got a new cool Alexa microwave now, which is better than the old like 10-year-old one that we had before. So I guess it ended well-ish. But I did like a couple months later I did end up breaking my phone, and that led to the epic flip phone, which absolutely sucks. Children, please don't break your phone. It's so bad. It's so bad. It takes me like 8 minutes to type, "What are you doing?" It's stupid.
So, yeah, never microwave your phone.
Yeah, I don't know what ran through my head. Yeah, you can't put metal in the microwave, so what makes me think that I could put my phone in there? Oh my gosh. Whatever, check out the YouTube channel if you're not watching it on it already. I'm gonna freaking go die. Bye.